What's going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Magic, and we are going live here on New Year's. So happy New Year's to everybody. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been on. So we had our baby. Baby's doing well. Ma's doing well, and I just haven't been on for a couple of weeks. It's been kind of an exciting time for us, and we've just kind of been enjoying the moment. So it's been fun. It's been fun. A couple nights, sleep has been hit or miss, but it's been good. But figured since we're off, and I think most people are off, what we can do is do some timeless. I know this is a new format on MTG Arena. I have a deck built, as you can see on the screen, and this is a little bit more of my style of how I like to play. Typically, but what I want to do before we kind of start is just to make sure that the live stream is going well. So not sure. It looks like there might be some buffering, or I'm not sure exactly what's happening here. So I'm hoping that the stream is okay. I don't know. I hope I don't have to it says I'm dropping frames. Let me just double check here, see what's going on, because I want to see if I can pull it up somewhere else. And we're still dropping frames. We are dropping a lot of frames. Okay. Well, I think I see that I'm live, so I'm just gonna keep it rolling. I'm hoping that the video quality isn't too bad, and then we'll just go from there. So, timeless. It's a new format that I think is gonna utilize every card on Arena, except for I think there's like 3 cards that are technically banned, and it's also going to utilize the arena cards or the alchemy cards as well, I think. So you will see that when we do start some gameplay here. The one thing to, I guess, keep in mind with this deck is there's no lava darts on arena. Lava darts are key for this deck. We don't have lava darts, so I think we're doing crash throughs instead of lava darts. And then if you don't know what crash through does, it gives every creature trample, and then you draw a card. You can even cycle this if need be, essentially. What's another card? Manamorphose, I think, is a card that can be played in this deck. That's not on Arena. And then Mutagenic Growth. Those are typically the cards that... those are typically the decks that... or the cards that are going to be in this deck. I'm a little sidetracked because I just want to make sure that this live stream is okay and is not like super choppy or anything, but I'm gonna keep it rolling, I think. So a couple cards that we're gonna see a lot of when we're playing in timeless. I think a lot of people are still playing, like you're gonna see a lot of Ragavan. I think you're gonna see a lot of to counteract Ragavan. You're gonna see Bowmasters, Orcish Bowmasters, things like that. Just go ahead and ranked timeless. Okay. I have played it. I have played the deck quite a bit, and it is fun. It's, again, my style of deck. I like the fast, quick decks where I'm not sitting there for 20 minutes playing one game. Like, I want to churn out some games sometimes. Oh yeah, and Thoughtseize. You will see a lot of Thoughtseize. Skip your draw step. Whenever you discard a card, you have to prepare one life, exile top whenever you like for that card into your hand. So let me read this again. Skip your draw step. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. Pay one life, exile the top card of your library face down, put the card into your hand at the beginning of your next end step. Okay. I'll probably play double Soul Scar Mage here. And then play Expressive Iteration next turn. Another Fatal Push, not surprising. I mean, they had the 1 mana held up. Another kill spell. Triple Fatal Push, that's kind of ridiculous, but okay. I'm gonna go find the land, I think. Put that into hand. Back. Another kill spell. No, 4 fatal pushes? I mean... okay. You know, for playing against Field of Ruins, I think instead of having 4 mountains in the deck, I should have 3 mountains and 1 island for this specific reason. But it is what it is. One ring. That's another card I failed to mention earlier. I think the One Ring is also a card you're going to see a lot of now, too. Obviously, between that and Bowmaster. I think I will just go for a Lightning Bolt here at end of turn. Why can't we choose them? How the hell do they have Hexproof? Oh, the One Ring. Just kidding. Forgot, can't do that. Well, there's a Steam Fence. I think we're good with playing the light up the stage here as well. Well, if we put a shock in hand, or you think that's 5 damage, get them down to 4 with the bolt. Kind of want to keep that on top. Do we have any instants in? Instant is one of the last types that we do need. We could just put that in the graveyard and give DRC 3/3. I don't think it's going to matter because we can play them instant speed. I'm going to keep that on top. I mean, 4 fatal pushes in a row is just absolutely ridiculous. You're never going to see that, almost ever. You know. Well, there you go. We got shielded now. So we have to try and win here. I'm trying to think. Can we win? I think we can. Unless they figure out a way to draw. Oh boy. There goes the lightning bolt. Now we don't win anymore. Wow. We'll get them. Well, actually, no. Teamer Battle Rage gives double strike. So that should be a win. Draw. Okay. Shock you for 2 and then win. It doesn't matter really. They did help us by losing a lot of life this turn. Unless there's some sort of free black spell that I don't know about, but... So YouTube keeps telling me that I'm not dropping frames. My OBS tells me I'm dropping because the connection is weak, and that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment with this stream, I think. I'm just going to let it do its thing, or let it run its course. I'm going to probably end up watching it after the fact to see what kind of buffering and what kind of nonsense you know, lag or whatever, and I'll try and adjust it for the future. Well, so far we have a win. Not like any of this is official, but next turn anyway. The hell is this? Okay. Yeah, that's one thing with Timeless though, is you got fetches that give a whole new, you know, a whole new meaning to the format, or a new format on Arena. Let me think here. We got lands and artifacts. Can technically get DRC to 3 here, but I don't think we want to. Could cycle the crash through just to draw a card. Mountain is not what we want. I'll put that on top. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on using the Titan Strength here, unless, hold on. Because I was gonna think, if we use Titan Strength and Battle Rage on the same turn, we could really do some damage, but right now we could X. Does it show that I'm even live right now? This is getting to the point where I'm just really getting upset. Oh, yeah, I am still live. Okay. Weird. Let's go Sprite Dragon. I just realized because I was so focused on seeing if I'm still live or not, or not. I didn't realize it exiled my graveyard. I don't even know how they did that. What did they do that with? There's no cards that they used. Am I missing something here? How the hell did that happen? Oh, Bajuka Bog. There you go. Bajuka Bog's a card. Let's go iteration here. Yeah. So, damn. Swift Spear with another land here would have been great. Let's go ahead and put the Bolt in hand, the Mage in the deck. I might just play the Swift Spear here, honestly. Sorcery, instant, land, a creature. Yeah, this should be game here. Alright. We're not in any type of league or anything like that, but the deck is now 2-0 this morning. We are starting at the bottom of the barrel in bronze, because we don't do very much constructed, but it's okay. We're just going to run this deck this morning. That's all we're going to do. We're going to be playing a bunch of Izzet, Prowess, and Timeless, and playing with some fetches on Arena finally, you know. Which is why I like Magic Online. I like Arena to draft. It's nice, it's easy. You can even play Standard and some of that stuff on Arena quite easily, but like other than that, like Magic Online I think is a lot more superior in my opinion. The reason why I play a ton of Arena, that's an interesting play. Steam Vents, untap, no plays. So if we run out of Swift Spear here, it's just going to get bolted, I assume. Let's see. That's the assumption, right? I forget about this card, actually, now that I'm looking at it. This could be a card in the deck. But looks like this is going to be some sort of mirror match. Okay. Do I crack this at the end of their turn? The other nice thing about playing these types of decks is you have okay, Oko's gonna be a pain in the ass. Oko to 5, or to 6, I mean.
Sovereign and free. Welcome to the feast.
I mean, I don't feel like double bolting. Well, I could shuffle away this Izzet. So, go like this. Wooded Foothills, we'll draw into that. Play a Swift Spear. Grab a mountain. Now, we can double bolt the Oko. How do we want to do this? We can double just, I mean, we can go 6 here and 6 here. Or wait a second. If we double spell, this goes 3, 6. Yeah, it gets them down to 1. Hmm. And then they'll have a food token. They're kind of effectively at 17 right now. I think we do need to get Oko off the battlefield. So, I'm gonna go like this. Bolt opponent. Bolt opponent. Could have gotten them down to 1, but Oko is a problem. Next turn, we can Titan Strength into Battle Rage, I think, and we might be okay, but depends on if they have a removal spell here or not. The assumption is they do. But they could have held up mana for this 3 life here, right? Let's see if they crack this. Oh, masters. Battle Rage is winning. Oh, that was weird. So okay. So they failed to block. They flashed it in after blocks, I guess, or something. And they weren't able to block, but I assume they wanted to double block this one, and they take 5, go to 2. That was the math there. But I was just gonna still Battle Rage and win, so I don't think it mattered much. Alright, deck is 3-0. This is best of 1, random. Just timeless ranked. That's all it is. Just best of 1, timeless ranked. Starting in the bottom of the barrel in bronze. I'm just gonna play the format out a little bit with fetch lands and all that jazz. Let's see where it takes us. Yep, hand looks good. Let's go with off on the bobble until we can play the Sprite Dragon next turn. We'll get another trigger for that. So Spell Pierce is an annoying card to play against sometimes, but now that we know that it's in their hand, it's non-creature spell. Well, just go get us a mountain here. Thin the deck out a little bit more. We'll play the Sprite Dragon. Do they want to waste the Spell Pierce on this bobble? Go ahead. iteration, which I assume that's what they're, that's going to be their play next turn. Iteration into a third land, and then maybe still hold up the Spell Pierce, or have 1 mana available left to them. So Spear's nice. Nice thing with playing these decks is, or this type of deck is, when you're playing against, or you're playing in a format with shocks and fetches, it helps you even more. Get the opponent down to 0 as quick as possible. You shock yourself, you're taking 2. You fetch, you're taking 1. Every mana counts. Or every damage counts. We get an iteration of our own. Interestingly, they chose not to iteration, and they're holding 2 lands up. So what do we want to do here? We can play the mountain. I want to play the Swift Spear, but if we iteration here, we're going to get Spell Pierced, right? If we go Swift Spear and see if they have a response to that, I think our worst card in our hand is the Light Up the Stage. If we deal damage, cast the Light Up the Stage after combat, assume that they get the Spell Pierce out of their hand in that fashion. I'd rather have them counter that than either the iteration that I have or the Lightning Bolt. Right? Masters. That opens things up now, I think. So let's see what they decide to do. They decide to go 1 damage. Okay, so we will bolt this thing now. Swift Spear does not die. And we can still light up the stage now. That actually worked out a lot better than I thought it was. Sprite Dragon also gets out of lightning bolt range for them now, so now the iteration. Now the only thing they can really do is hold up 1 land if they do want to Spell Pierce, which I don't think that's going to be at a position that they want to be in. Because they need an answer for the Sprite Dragon. I don't know if they're going to have it. If they are playing black, they do have... there's a Swamp. Because they can't really go out and ping themselves much anymore. Yep. Spell Pierce doesn't work here because you need an island on it. So, yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I think what we can do now is let's use this iteration. Bolt to hand, library, Swift Spear, fire, crack it for a moment. Yeah, that is 4-0 this morning. 4-0. Is there a way to? Can I put? Is there something I can add? Like a text? Can I add a text? Here we go. What's text GDI plus? 4-0. We want the size to be like a lot smaller than that. Okay, maybe not that small. Let's go like, okay. I'm gonna put it right above my head. Let's see if that shows up on the stream or not. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Timeless rank this morning, 4-0. And best of 1. Haven't dropped the game so far. Dropped a lot of rates, or sorry, a lot of frames. But it looks like we're not dropping frames as of right now. I think, knocking on wood, as they like to say, we're okay for the moment. We're still streaming. Let's lead on DRC here. I'm good with grabbing Steam events. So, what's the play now? DRC and Soulscar or Sprite? Kind of like adding another DRC to the board. That way we can double surveil every spell and really start generating some value there. Again, so if you don't play much Arena, or if you haven't played much Timeless, it is newer within the last, I don't know, 3 weeks since cons came out. So fetch lands are now on Arena, thankfully. As you can see, we just drew one. Go fetch me a mountain. And I think we're going to add another Dragon's Rage Channeler and a Soulscar Mage to the board. We are playing best of 1, and not sure what opponent's trying to do here. I'm sure doesn't matter. We're shuffling that card away. So, see, Soulscar, Mage, and we'll pass. Well, there goes the light up the stage, which is fine. I mean, it's not like it's probably one of the worst cards we have in the deck. So the fact that they took 2 damage to take one of the worst cards away from me is fine. This is good. I mean, we're just gonna go straight out aggro here. We just need to start drawing some non-creature spells. I'm okay with just grabbing another mountain, I think. We'll go Soulscar, or sorry, Swift Spear, and see if they have don't have a counter for that. I guess they already saw the Sprite Dragon, so it doesn't matter. We have a full board. Board wipe would be bad. Black would have it, so if they have a board wipe here, we might have to just scoop it. We would just scoop it. That's a card. I mean, we don't draw off of it, but we get a bunch of triggers. I'm gonna keep it on top. I mean, it's just a great card. Triggers everything and draws you into something else. There it is. There's the board wipe that I was talking about. It's okay. We'll have to cycle the crash through and see what we can get from there. There's a creature. Not all hope is lost on this one, I don't think. But man, all that stuff that went to the graveyard, we still only have 3 for DRC. So what do we need? An instant? Or a bobble. Yeah, I was afraid of a board wipe like that. All creatures get another 3. What does it say? I'm trying to read the damn card. You may cast a spell with mana. Okay. Kind of a ridiculous card. And that should do it. Not gonna matter much. Cool. That is 5-0. Climbing the bronze rankings. Let's update that. Let's keep it going. Yeah, I think we can keep this. Typically, you want an iteration on turn 3, right? So we play. Soulscar Mage on turn 1. Yeah, like Thoughtseize and Inquisition of Kozilek is always. Those are the cards that are just going to be the bane of your existence, especially playing this type of deck. So what do you want to take? I mean, I think they should probably take. If I was them, what would you take? Maybe the iteration? Oh, sorry, they can also take creatures with that, huh? Non-land. That is okay. Non-land, sure. Well, if that's the case, I think we cycle this Crash Sleeve then. And then, do we hold the bobble to use it as a Prowess trigger down the road? No, what we can do instead is we can draw an additional card, go through one more card in the deck, and have a creature, sorcery, artifact in the graveyard already for DRCs. So whenever we do draw them, the graveyard will kind of be ready to go. I've noticed Dark Ritual too is another card that really. There's the focus again. Huh. This must be a thing. I feel like this is. I saw it once the other day, but like 2 times so far today is quite a bit. Go ahead and grab a mountain. And click on the button correctly. I'll iteration next turn. This turn we want to get the Soulscar Mage on the board. And then Titan Strength acts as a pseudo protection spell if there's anything that gives neg damage. Does not protect obviously against destroy, but if there's like a neg 3 or something like that, we can get this up to 4 toughness with Titan Strength. That's annoying too. Okay.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Swift Spear here would be great if they decide to sack. Yep. So this goes down to 1. If we can find a Swift Spear, we can get rid of Liliana right away. But or even Sprite Dragon. So we have 8 creatures that we can try and find. So I think we well, Sprite Dragon wouldn't do it if we iterations right there. It would have to be Swiss Spear. Could Brainstorm instead. I think I like that more. Let's try that. See if we can find Swifty. That is not. We want to probably shuffle away a land. So let's go ahead and put both fetches back in the deck. Not gonna matter. Oh, you know what? I just messed up. Yeah, I just messed up. I needed to keep a fetch. I don't know why I just did that. Whoops. I just misplayed. Damn, wow. Okay, let's gather ourselves here. I don't want to crack the bauble now, so I shouldn't have even played it. Yeah, that's another misplay. I should have kept that in hand for at least a Prowess trigger down the road if needed, but I don't want to crack it because I'm just gonna end up drawing 2 lands off of it anyway, putting the guess it gets them out of our deck. I don't know. Yeah, I think we end up losing this game now. I just misplayed there. First loss of the morning, probably incoming here. Yeah, and the other thing is now that Timuret is actually super good against us because it gets rid of all the crap in our graveyard. So, artifact instant. I don't think it really matters much. I'm just gonna get rid of this land here to bring to another one. Actually, maybe putting double land on top wasn't bad because of Liliana's effect. Actually, maybe that turns out to be just fine now. Each player, it says target player sacks a creature. Okay. Yeah, Liliana is a card. There we go. So they're going to start. So DRCs are essentially going to be effective now for us. Land creature. Artifact. So, if you missed the beginning of the video, we did have our baby about 2.5 weeks ago. So, haven't been uploading at all. Been busy with that. And little guy is doing great. My wife is doing great. We have been enjoying the time off and just really soaking it all in. And he's just the cutest little thing. So it was definitely, he's definitely been a blessing. So and then to have him right around Christmas and just spend time with family and on top of all that has been really nice. I might end up scooping this one up because what we really need is creatures here, and we're just not really finding those creatures. I'm gonna go ahead and concede this one. Put us at 5-1, I guess. 5-1. Probably gonna play a couple more. See where we end up getting. See if we can get. Let's see. See if we can get. Let's treat this as like a a draft where it's like best of or it's best of 1, and then either first to 7 wins or 3 losses. Let's see if we can go. Let's see if we can get the trophy. How about that? Except it's best of 1 in ranked bronze. Because I mean I can't be on again. I can't be on too long. I gotta go see how the baby's doing. If he needs his diaper changed or if he needs to get fed. So that's the unfortunate part, and that's the other reason why I'm doing this live is because I don't have time or as much time to upload. So like edit and upload and all that. So like doing things live is a lot easier for me at least. So that's why. That's why I'm live right now. It's just more convenient for me to do this. So, but yeah, little guy's doing great, man. Just it's crazy to have a little guy. Little boy. Gonna teach him magic at some point, right? Eventually. Another bobble. Get as much information as we can from them. So borrower, return target non-land permanent. Okay. Do we Titan Strength here and Scribe? I like keeping DRC. So we could iteration to find our 3rd land and just play DRC swinging with Swift Spear. They do hold up the Brazen Borrower effect, right? So let's go ahead and iteration and kind of just hope to find a 3rd land. There's Steam Vents. Okay. I think I'm good with taking. I almost want to take another iteration here over the bobble. I'm gonna do that. Bobble in the library, take the land, play the land. And then I'm just gonna swing for 2 and then just kind of assume that they bounce it back to our hand, right? If I had to guess. No, they don't. Interesting. Alright, I'm playing DRC here. Maybe that gets bounced. Not get bounced either. Okay. Oops. Okay, so DRC will get bounced, right? So I think we iteration again here. Sprite Dragon will keep on top. Because if that gets... DRC gets bounced, we can still Sprite... Damn, no land here. DRC to hand. Sprite in the library. I'm gonna exile this. If they only block creatures with flying, they're still not. I'm just gonna play the mage here then. I mean, they're really like, that's fine. It's weird that they chose to do it then, but I mean, we have Bolt and Battle Rage, so let's see what they do here. But I kind of like where we're at. They've taken too much damage at this point. Sorry, but that's not good. That's not gonna get it done. I think it's just a win, right? Let's bolt them and team or Battle Rage. Alright, 6-1. Update the graphique. Like I said, we'll treat this as like we're going for a trophy in draft or something. First to 7 wins or first to 3 losses maybe. Or maybe I'll do this. Maybe we graduate from bronze. I don't think we're going to quite graduate if we get to 7 wins here. Maybe we wait and just get to 7 wins. Or sorry, to silver. Let's just get out of bronze for the day this morning. Just a nice little, like, almost a 1-hour session of timeless. And get out of bronze, get into silver. Because I think it reset today. Get to silver and then go take care of the baby. I think that's pretty good for New Year's. To start our New Year's off, right? Yeah, this is a keep. A lot of lands, though. I will say that. A lot of lands. Like, opponent is playing similarly to what we're playing here. I'm gonna guess the Swift Spear does get killed. Damn, that's a lot of lands. I don't want to run out the Chandler or the Swift Spear. Could ping them for 1 damage here, but the assumption here is going to be that it gets killed with some sort of 1 mana kill spell, presumably Lightning Bolt. So if they want to Lightning Bolt the Soulscar Mage, it's fine. So I'd rather have the Soulscar Mage in the graveyard for the DRC too. There's an expressive iteration. I think what we do here is play the Swift Spear now. Probably. Let's Swift Spear. Let's not even play our second land. We could counter this. You think they got counter spell in this? No. Yep, another bolt. I'm fine with that too. Get all the bolts you want out of your hand. We'll play DRC now. iteration for them. Now, Holy Bee. Yeah, find all your removal, that's fine. Wolves. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that was a misplay last turn. That was a misplay last turn. Okay, I think we still iteration here. We will take the iteration. Siemens, Bobble, DRC, Bobble. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. We're doing fine. I will keep the Swiss Spear on top. Information over there on their end. They have a Bobble as well. We draw the Swift Spear. DRC is activated and online. They have wasted 3 kill spells already. Hopefully they don't find any more. Outrage. Let's go. Let's go Swift Spear. Fine. Patient. Alright, basically making them dump their hand here. Spell Pierce is an annoying card for 1 mana, like, to play against. It's an underrated card, but it can be situational too, so. Ragavan is a card. Haven't really touched Gigantha at all today. It's kind of one of those like cards you don't really need, but you can have in those rare circumstances. It's your 61st card, you know. Soulscar Mage is annoying, and they can go ahead and play that too. DRC. Yeah. Let's thin the deck out. DRC has to attack. Keep mine alive. Just needs the Teamer Battle Rage, I guess. Sure. Oh shit. I forgot about Ragavan. Ah, that's a misplay. Dang it. If anything, he gives them a blocker, but I doubt that they're gonna... I'm gonna play Gigantha here. We're gonna need to stop the Ragavan. take 2 of the steam fence. Interesting. Bolt. He's gonna bolt it. I assume. Do we have any more lands to fetch? Because we only have 4 mountains. We would have steam vents, and I don't know if I want to take 2 damage. I mean, I'm gonna go for the attack here. Don't know how greedy this is, but I mean, they're gonna have the card on top of their deck and whatever's in their hand to get me to 0. Because they're at 5 now. So yeah, I can't fetch anything at this point. It's not a dead Bloodstained Mire because we can still bring out the second steam vents tapped, which I'm probably gonna do, but they very well could win here because they got 5 on the board. They just need another 3. Brainstorm could very well do it. Now they're at 7. Non-creature spell wins. Yep. Alright, 62. It's not gonna be that easy. It's not gonna be that easy to get to silver, apparently. So maybe we'll just try and stick to either 7 wins or 3 losses, just like it would be in some sort of draft setting, just because I do have to get going here shortly. We are 6-2 on the morning so far with this deck and Timeless. Fun format when you start including the fetches. Just makes things a little bit quicker and easier to play. And so this is it for us this morning. 9th match, best of 1. I am running 1 shock in the deck because why not, I guess. Like I explained earlier, there's no lava darts, there's no mutagenic growths on Arena, and there's no Manamorphose. So those are the 3 spells that we really want for this deck on Arena that we don't have. And like I was saying earlier, that's why I like MTGO so much more, just because you can actually just play everything. You can just play what you want. But oh, you know what? I'm too busy talking and not playing the bobble. It's okay. I'll play it next turn. I just really like Arena for draft setting. The draft environment. It's just really easy to draft. But fatal push. Been getting fatal pushed all morning. Well, let's put back these. Oh, hold on a second. Let's put back the lands and fetch, use a fetch next turn to shuffle a mountain away, I guess. The mountain.